Hello everybody, Reaper X1 here again, playing some more Starmade. Back working on my turret there, just getting this ring all fixed up and finished, hopefully. And you know what, before I get too far into it, I got to welcome you. Because I do always want to make sure you know that you are always welcome on this little channel, because it is a place for the fun and hopefully the good stuff. And I would also thank you at this point in time for joining me. Because it's the awesome you guys bring, and that only you guys bring, that can bring that awesome. Yeah, let's get that right. Is what makes this channel so much fun for me, and hopefully for everyone else. So, hey, keep her coming, It's awesome, the feedback and all that, the comments, the likes. Those are good things to do, by the way. Especially if you enjoy the video, Hey, sweetness. So as I'm kind of angling my way to finishing this turret, I'm angling my way to get my message out too. So, if you happen to have any friends that like videos and gaming and all that, maybe suggest, hey, stop by this guy's channel. Yeah. I would appreciate it. That's putting it mildly. Because I don't know, it's been a pretty good run so far, and I don't see it getting any worse, so, it's going to get better. And hopefully I can keep on learning new and useful things to make it, more enjoyable, better quality of content, and fun for all. Like this game, I'm hoping to add it as a regular game, and so far it's been pretty good. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do much of the multiplayer yet. I haven't got brave enough to really attempt that, but someday. I want to learn the basics of playing the game first and building and everything before I really adventure in, and let's see how many times I can die. Because that'd be frustrating, I think, especially if I was trying to build and someone just keeps blowing me up. I don't know if that's a thing, but I can see it happening. It's happened with me playing LAN games before, so I can imagine it happening still in online multiplayer. Yeah, just trying to get this kind of figured out. I'm not really sure how big I really wanted to go with it, so I kind of decided to keep it somewhat small. Because I'm guessing from the scale of this game that this could be still considered quite small. It seems like you can build some pretty massive things in this. I've seen a few videos where the ships just look immense compared to this thing. So I got my hopes up for building something awesome. Not sure what yet. I got a few really kind of interesting ideas, or ideas I'm really interested in. Just don't know how to pull them off yet, so I need still a lot of learning to do. I haven't quite made it to my hit the tutorials learning day yet, where that's about all I'm probably going to do, but it's coming. I just wanted to get this kind of wrapped up and figured out a little bit, because then I figured it'll also help because you guys can see what I'm doing, you can see where I'm making my boo-boos and such, and then hey, there's feedback. It's a good way to learn. It's a really good way to speed things along too, because if I don't know I'm doing it wrong, I don't know what to look for, right? I might miss something, so this way I cover all my bases, I hope. Because the more seasoned players that may watch this, hopefully, hey, if you're out there, I know there's a couple, you guys have already given me a bit of help and offered, and that's awesome. But I figure this way is a good addition into anything else. And then my one buddy Zed, he's been helping me out quite a bit, so it's been a pretty sweet experience so far. Yeah, one thing I know I got to do at some point though is the shield deal. Yeah, had that wrong, and I already had this all built up and figured out by then. So I got to go back and maybe tear stuff apart. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'll make another one, like an upgraded version, and I'll just leave this one to guard while I build that one. That might be an idea. because there's actually quite a bit that I could have done to this, but I would have had to go bigger. And bigger is sometimes better, and I do like bigger. If you've seen any of my Terratech Monsters of Terratech videos, you'll know what I'm talking about. Because for that game, that's huge. For this game, I don't know, 64 by 64 by 64, like blocks by blocks, that ain't huge. Not in this one. So I'm kind of interested to see what huge is in this game and what I can do with that. Because I don't know, I got this idea for a space station. And I don't know if it'd be classed as a space station, because it will have to be able to move a little bit. So I don't know. We'll see how that works out. But that one's a ways down the road. I got to do a bunch of little testing builds just to work my way up to knowing how to use all the logic blocks and all the rails in such a way where I can do what I want to do. So that's going to take me some time. This one, I'm just starting to really get the hang of that mirror mode, which is really nice. But I do tend to forget that, the advanced building options, they have other things where, it lets you build more than one block at a time, or place more than one at a time. I'll figure it out eventually, and it'll become routine, and then I'll have her down better. We'll get that all lined up. Both sides almost done. There. Now we'll get on to some cannons. So I figure cannons are a good constant weapon. Missiles are the good heavy hitter. So I figured that'd be an idea. There. We'll do it this way. Get a little speedier. As long as I'm careful. Yeah, look at me go. Woo! Get the back all wrapped up here. Oh, careful, careful. Don't want to be eliminating blocks. There. Like I did in the middle there. You can see that little hole? Yeah, I boo-booed. There, we'll do this so. Like so. And then we need some more of the capacitors, I believe it was. Yes. And we'll fill that bag up. Don't like holes if I don't need them. There. Get a little more shape going to this, so can't just leave everything just out in the open. Gotta get some armor on it. Armor all. Doesn't just clean. It'll save your arse. Yeah, go one more. I don't want to leave too much of it hanging out. Then it just goes from looking kinda neat to it's only guns. Want a bit of a shape and a gun look. I really like these little corner bits too. Oh, yeah, them ones. Give it that nice kind of jagged look. I don't know, I like it. Let me know if you like it. Yeah, after a little bit of trial and error, I figured that was my correct spacing for what I intended to do. It's surprisingly a longer process than I thought it would be. So I think I tried 3 or 4 different variations before I come up with something that I liked. Which is kind of odd for me. Usually it comes a little quicker than that. Wow, that came out wrong. Huh. I'll just leave that one alone. Alright, so now if I've done it all correctly, yeah, both sides have built in. Nice, nice. There, yeah, I like black lights. They're kind of cool. Right on. There. Get that filled in. Oh, I got the whole bottom to do still. Well, well, well. Alright, let's get her done. Let's get her done. So we got her done. Perfect. So now, let's see what this thing can do. We'll set up a few things here. My mysticals. Not really. I think that's the repair deal that I found out. It's for repairing other things. So I need to add shields and then all that, and I'll be able to repair other people. That's a good thing to know. I actually thought those were going to be shielding me, but no, not quite. And yeah, this thing uses a lot of power every time it shoots. I got nowhere near enough power, I guess. So yeah, I'm not liking that too much. Add a little more of this in here, maybe. Get something hopefully kind of comparable to what it's using each time it shoots. As long as it can recharge real fast, it's okay-ish. If it has, hopefully not a power failure, but low power. But then I got to worry about the shields and all that. So yeah, I'm really going to have to work on the power to gun ratio and stuff like that. I'm going to have to work on that for sure. Because if you're running out of power and you're losing shields and everything, Jesus, that could be horrible. Lose the whole thing in no time. I don't like the sounds of that at all. The thoughts of it kind of give me chills even. Ooh. Yeah, scary. Yeah, be careful of that. So yeah, I definitely might have to go bigger. Have like an entire layer extra on each side just for batteries and capacitors and shield and like a utility layer, and then have like a gun layer. Instead of making it massively long and big, maybe make it thicker and a little wider and a little bigger. So that might even be an idea. Just got to scale it up that little bit in all proportions. So yeah, maybe that's what I'll do. I'm not sure yet. I want to finish this one up, see how it turns out, see what it can do for me. You know, make it a turret. See how that all works out. Seems to like to turn that way. You gonna keep going? Right on. It's still turning. That'd be kind of neat if it just spin like that constantly until it finds a target. Boom! I likes the green missiles. Well, anyway, we got that all figured out, but sorta. Gonna have to reset it though. So on downside, when you jump in, the AI doesn't automatically reset when you leave. Kinda wish they'd change that. Maybe it's something they'll do later. Don't know. I'm just new to the game. I just observating. So yeah, these tight little corners, you know, I never really want to waste any space. So I'm going to try and incorporate as much power blocks as I can into here. And I've been recently told that's a good spot to put shield blocks, modules, and all that, the recharging modules. So I guess they don't necessarily have to be lumped together. So it might be a good idea to keep that in mind. That's what I'm going to do anyway. And just, you know, in general, hope for the best. Yeah. Starting to get it lined out pretty nice, though, I think. I don't know, I like the way it's turning out. Even though it may be lacking in a few areas, it's a decent start to a Starmade exploration. I guess it's not really that much of a start, since I did have a ship before. It got blowed up a little bit. Then I just let it get blowed up. And then now we got this. So, I guess it's a step in the right direction anyway. So yeah, now we're going to just kind of maybe set up a little bit. It's going to be the next video where this is going to come into play, I think, mostly. But do a little setting up, though. It's always a good idea to be prepared. Yeah, still got to finish that off, too. Keep forgetting about that. There. Get that put in place. Now this side. Yeah, I think that's all good. Should be facing forward. I think that's forward. I'm pretty sure that little red arrow at the top's telling me forward. If not, it is screwing with me something huge. Alright, we'll get this wrapped out. Come on, what am I doing? Yeah, gotta get that centered. Yeah, you select the wrong block, I can just imagine it building all kinds of weirdness for you. Alright, guess we'll get this kind of in the works. Kinda, yeah. I want something that says this is the bottom and this is the center. Because in space you can get disoriented really. Oh, I can. I don't know about other people, but I do. It's like, hey, what way's up? Spit in the air, see where it falls. Hey, there's no gravity. Doesn't work the same out there, eh? But I think what I'm going to do right around in here while I'm kind of finishing this little bit out is I'm going to call this one just about at an end. So as always, thanks for joining me. I hope you had a good time. I hope you're having a good one. And hope you keep having a good one. And if you happen to like what you saw, throw the blue thumb at me. Throw some comments down below. Hit the subscription button. Ding the bell. It's all good. It all fuels the little channel. And it all will never stop being appreciated. That's why I thank you so much. So until next time, about hopefully a little bit, because I'm hoping to do a double release. But until then, keep being the awesome and keep having a good one. Bye.